Got a 2016 Toyota Corolla here. Wiper motor, only runs at high speed. Sometimes slow will work, but it would stop. My finding is that the wiper motor is faulty. I did the diagnosis. Now it's working fine because I opened up the motor and cleaned the brushes and stuff like that. But we're gonna change the motor anyway, so I'm doing that today. I'm gonna show you guys how to replace it. Actually, this is the first step here. So you want to remove the wiper arm. So open up the cap and remove the 14 mil, and just take note of the orientation of the wiper. So it's somewhere in the black area of the windshield. That's where it sits, right? That's the home. So I'll go ahead and remove the 14 mil bolts. Push down like that. That should release the tension. Yeah, you want to push it down while removing it. The other way is just close the hood and lift the thing up. Kind of like pivot this all the way here, 90 degree, and then push it up. That's the other way. In this case is what I'm doing because the hood is open. Next step is to remove this side corner on both sides and the other side too. Next step is by pushing the pin like that, the clip will come off. So there's one here, there's also another one here. Just like so. Next step is to just tie it up. Right up and slide out. So we got the motor and the linkage here. You want to disconnect the connector. There you go. And I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to remove this 10 mil, and the linkage will come off, and I'm going to disconnect the clip here when I have it out. So slide it out. Careful not to touch the windshield. That thing's gonna crack if you ever touch it. So I have like this, flip it over, see the clip here. Alright, so the harness is out. Alright, so this is the linkage assembly. take note, I'm marking this one here, there, just like that. I'm going to remove this bolt, this one, to remove the motor. I'm going to show you guys the parts that I got from Rock Auto here. That is the part number here, 8520046. And that's what it looks like. Alright. Okay. So first step is to have a markings here. Take note of the orientation of the linkage. So I've marked that. Then I'm going to remove this nut, and then I'm going to remove this, and that. Pry bar. If you can pry it. No. Can't pry it. So I'm going to give it a whack with the hammer, and that'll come down. Just gonna compare with the new one here. Hopefully it'll work. It doesn't look the same, but I'm crossing my finger that it'll work. The connector looks the same. I'm gonna go try out, and I'm gonna try and connect this. So I tried this, confirmed that it goes in. Same orientation. The difference is, see that middle one on the bottom, the tab? The new one doesn't have it. But I'll try it out, see if it works. Alright, I'm gonna put this back all together. Just like that. Snuggie that up. And then, of course, I'm gonna line up my line here, just like that. I'm gonna put this 12 volt back in. Alright. just like so. Nice and tight. Alright. So I'm gonna go put this in and test it out, see if it works. Alright, see this thing right here? It will go into this hole right here. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. Be extra careful when putting this in. Don't touch the, please don't touch the windshield. That will cause damage. So when you're putting it in, fit it in the hole first. There's a rubber grommet that will go in into. And then, okay, rubber didn't go in. The rubber popped out, so I'm gonna fit it in its place. And I'm gonna be careful in the same. I'm gonna support the rubber so it doesn't get pushed back in. In here. Alright. I didn't even torque it to spec it. I'm just gonna test this out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to plug it in. And I'm also going to install this temporarily. Like that. So I'm doing this to finalize everything is working good before I torque the spec and before I put everything back. Okay, just nice and snuggy. Alright, so I'm gonna go in the car and run the wiper if it works. If it works, cross your finger. Alright guys, so it works perfectly good. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque everything up, put everything together, and yeah. So the installation is basically the reverse procedure. Right, so I'm gonna stop it right here. Again, the symptom was it only runs in the high speed, and sometimes it will work in slow speed, but it will stop sometimes intermittently. All right, so in this motor, this is the old one. In this motor here, if you're going to remove the bolt here, Torx bolt here, 1 and 2, if you're going to remove that, you pull that out, you'll see the you'll see the brushes in there. There's 3 brushes. So I cleaned those all up and I pushed it. I made sure that the spring was working fine, and that made it work for a few days, but it needs to go. It needs to be replaced. If you can do the rebuild, change the brush, then you won't have any problem. Alright, but that's not my case. I'm just going to replace the whole motor. Alright, so if you guys like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Thank you guys.